What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. Today I found a treasure trove of content as I was scrolling through the YouTubes, and I came across a very unique individual. I guess I'll go about saying it that way. There's this individual named Zack Barbour, I think his name is. Have you ever seen a girl online that's kind of like, I'm not like other girls, and, they're pretty much like every other girl for the most part? I found the guy version of that. I'm going to go through some of his TikTok compilations. Luckily, there was one on YouTube, and also react to him. Before I, go too deep into this, let me say that I think this dude is like more attractive than me. I don't think I'm hot shit for any reason at all. But when people are doing goofy stuff online, you better believe that I'm going to be there to kind of commentate and be like, hey, man, this is fucking weird what you're doing. So we'll go ahead and just jump right into some of the videos. We're already starting off hot, right? Reasons why I would make a bad boyfriend. This dude's just going to be spitting hot facts about probably what makes him a good boyfriend, but, it makes him a bad boyfriend too. So we'll see what he says.
Everybody wants to know why I'm single, and these are some reasons why. If I was your boyfriend, I would be very overprotective. Like, no one's talking to you but me. I would want to hang out.
Okay. It's a nice look on his face there, but first of all, yeah, that's a really bad reason you'd be a bad boyfriend. Some of these are pretty generic, like I text you all the time, I'm pretty sure. But you're like, yeah, you can't talk to anybody. Your mom, your sister, your parents, whoever the case, your best friends, they're done, bro. Like, you only listen to me now. Like, that's pretty scary. If you're trying to make a fake advertisement for yourself about why you'd be a bad boyfriend, you're not starting off on the right foot. I would not want to be in that relationship. I've experienced stuff like that where they try to like take you away from like your loved ones. It's like, it's very much not good. Horrible thing. Let's see what else makes him a bad boyfriend.
All the time. Like, I want to be with you. I would FaceTime you and text you constantly, and then you would probably end up getting...
It's horrible. Just having a significant other that pays attention to you. I can't think of anything worse. I mean, geez, sometimes, in my past relationships, I would get text my girlfriend like, oh, geez Louise, dude, wait, calm down, please. You want to FaceTime me? Get away from me.
Annoying. I want everyone to know. Like, I want all my friends, all your friends, my family, your family. I want everyone to know that we're together.
Again, like, I can't... This is worst case scenario. You're dating someone and they tell other people about it. Aren't they all supposed to be secret? Is no one supposed to know? Isn't everyone like not supposed to know who you're dating, or like you shouldn't be proud of who you're dating? It's got to be like, are you dating someone? Like, ooh, I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of seeing somebody. Who is it? She goes to a different school. The old high school thing. Like when you were a kid, like 12, 13 years old. It's like, do you have your first kiss yet? And you're like, yeah. And like, oh wow, that's crazy. Like, who was it? You're like, she goes to a different school. Like, that is that what this guy's world is in right now, where he's just like, oh man, it's so bad. I tell my mom, I tell my grandparents. So, horrible person.
So those are just reasons why I'm single.
Oh, look at that cheese, bro. Look at, dude, the best part of it, that's the best part of the video for me, because it's not like he goes, he's not going for the cheese. He's going for the, like the fashion, like, this is my time. This is my shot. This is the shot for me. You see, you get it? Because it says I'd be a bad boyfriend, but actually these are all things that you probably want to do.
All right, so yes, I'm single, but if I...
All right, so now we're totally flipping the table here. He's single, but hey, man, these are the reasons I make a good boyfriend. So you heard about all those bad things? Well, wait till you hear this, because this is going to totally sell you on the idea for me.
Wasn't and I was in a relationship with you, these are the things I would do. I would give you all my attention. I don't care who's trying to hit me up or who's trying to call me, unless it's my mom. I'm gonna give you all.
He's a mama's boy, so that's always a good thing. That's a pretty interesting concept. It's like, would you drop everything for your significant other at any moment in time ever? Theoretically, yes, but it sounds like something more of like a marriage. I don't know if I'd want to be in a relationship where... First of all, let me tell you, I've been in a situation relationship-wise where I was way more into the girl than she was into me, like to a very bad part, like to a T, where it was like unhealthy, and I didn't recognize it at the time until it was over and all that kind of stuff. So I was like that. I was like, I will drop everything. I'll give you stuff, all that. But no one wants that when you're first starting a relationship, especially when you're younger. Maybe if you've, gone a long time, you're in your 30s or something, and you really want to start settling down. because I don't think you have to get married in your 20s or your life is over. You can meet someone when you're older, and at that point, you're a bit of an older person. You want something more secure. You definitely want to have that partnership where it's like almost essentially like a marriage, and you're just trying to like speed run until you get to the ceremony, and you feel like you're comfortable enough with that. But you're in your 20s, like, you don't want someone in your pocket all the time, just being like, oh, you get off work at 2? I'll come pick you up and I'll come bring you food. I think that's nice to do every once in a while. I don't think that's a horrible thing, but if it's all the time and you feel like you don't have any free time and, you just have to drop everything for them, I think it gets uncomfortable. And,
my attention. I would do anything, and I mean anything, to make you smile or even laugh. I love showing affection. Like, I'm a touchy-feely guy, so I'm gonna be hugging and kissing
this guy's
you
too cool
all
for me.
the time. I'm your biggest hype man. I will cheer you on no matter what it is you want to do or what it is you want to
That's nice.
be.
That's actually a very
I will
nice
always be there
thing.
to support you, number one, no matter what. So if I was in a relationship, those are some of the things that I would do.
Thank you. He's got that very
Reasons
strong
why I'm a bad...
jawline. Ooh, I haven't even, to be honest with you, I haven't gotten this far in the video, so I'm actually quite excited. But I like this. I would not be on the gram. I don't use social media, but I would not be on the gram like this if I was. Where I'm just like, I'd make a bad boyfriend. The camera angle too, man. It's like he's just got it down. He's slightly unbuttoned, It's like, how is this guy single still? That's pretty much the biggest question of the video, I'm pretty sure.
Boyfriend. I always want kisses and hugs. Like, even if it's random, no matter what time, bro. I always want.
That was part of the good thing that you just said. I caught you in a lie, Zachariah. All right. And it'd make a good thing. It's like, I'd kiss you all the time. Like, I'd be very affectionate. Now it's like, dude, I'd kiss you so much that you would drive me crazy. That's kind of scary, actually. I would not want to be in that situation at all. That is a very bad thing. Like, he's really okay throwing his red flags out there. I'm sure I have plenty. Like, I'm just like super aware of them. This guy's like, yes, these are the worst things that I do. Here it is. Like, I'm laying it out for you. No wonder you're not in a relationship, dude.
I always want to give you anything and everything. Like, even if I don't have it, I just want to give it to you. I don't want you to pay for anything. Even if I don't have enough money, I want to spoil you. Dinners, movie, anything, I want to pay for it. I won't let you. I want to show.
So this kind of comes into the whole idea of like misogyny, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's on the borderline. That's what people are saying. Like, we need to get away from that kind of stuff. I don't know. I mean, personally, I still think there's definitely room for that. I don't think it has to be that extreme where it's like, you don't take out your wallet. But I still think that like any pretty much whatever relationship that you're in, you want it to be equal, but not all the way equal. Because I think at least from like a male perspective, I'll say it does make you feel good when you're able to provide. Like, that's the very I think it's a very basic human instinct when it comes to being a male, is that you want to be able to do those things. But yeah, it's like, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship where someone was paying for me. Like, let's say a girl just was like, I'm going to pay for everything. And that's like kind of how I operate, to the point where it's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make rent this month. And you're like, well, I think I can handle this check. And they're like, no, you don't take your wallet out. It's not going to happen. So yeah, like that might be a little bit of a problem.
Show you off. I'm gonna post about you, even if you don't want me to do it. I can't help it. I want to show you off.
Oh, it's
baby.
terrible.
I will always
like. Imagine like you're actually a good-looking person. Like I would definitely not want a girl like posting me on their Instagram all the time, because I just don't think I don't have the looks for that to be like front and stage. But yeah, imagine you're dating someone attractive, and it's kind of like a mutually understood thing. It's like, I'm pretty sure they would love to be on Instagram all the time and like just show off like, wow, look how good they look. And even to an extent, I think like if I was in a relationship and they were kind of like very social media centric, which I don't think is a problem at all, and they were posting me all the time, I think that like really boost my confidence. So I get it. Like, I get the whole idea of the video is that like this is why he'd be a bad boyfriend, but I'm pretty sure everybody would like, it's like an antithesis where it's like, yeah, these are bad things, quote unquote, but they're actually very good things that you would probably really enjoy. It's just funny actually that he does this all the time. Like, these are separate TikToks, which I think is actually kind of hilarious. He's constantly talking about why he's a bad boyfriend.
Put you before me. Even if you're having a great day and I'm not, I will just hype your day up, and I won't tell you about how bad my day was. But those are some reasons.
Yeah, that's okay. So he sprinkles in the gimmies, like where you would actually want those. But every once in a while, he's like, that would be horrible, dude. It's like your partner is like, how was your day? You're like, it was fine. Your day was so great, though. Like, this is the greatest thing ever. It's like a relationship is about like the intimacy part. I'm not talking just about physical. It's like the mental part of it. Like those things that you seek out in a relationship, where it's like you want to be able to communicate with somebody on a level that's like higher than like even a best friend. Like, you know, you're pretty much willing to talk about anything with your closest friend, but there are still some parts like intimacy wise that absolutely would not be comfortable sharing. And I don't even think most of the time that, you know, friends don't share their day-to-day lives like with each other that much, not to that level where it's like, how was your day at work? Like that's very much a like a partnership thing where you're living together and you want to make sure that they're, you know, doing really well. Like with your friends, you want to hang out with them and have fun. It's not always about the fun part, and life can't always be fun, right? And that's why you have these relationships where it's like, yeah, so and so at work did this to me, or a customer did this, and those are the things you want to talk about. It's like you should definitely be willing to talk about having a bad day to be able to work through them, because if you don't talk about them there and you just talk about how great your partner's day was, that feeling, whether or not you're like it's like subconscious or not, it's gonna like feed into other things, and you're gonna be like miserable doing these other things. You got to be able to have an outlet, especially with someone who you love, to be like, yeah, I really need to talk through this and understand, you know, what went wrong, how it can be better next time, like all those kinds of things.
This is why my bad boyfriend.
How horrible.
A message for all ladies. All right, ladies, listen. Any guy you date should see you as a priority.
I really like this guy's fit, like portfolio. He's got the unbuttoned shirt. You know, for whatever reason, I think he's wearing like a crop top, or like he's like, you know, pushing it up to like show off his abs or something, which makes sense. But I mean, really, if you're putting all these advertisements out there and you're like a decent looking dude, like this guy is definitely not too bad looking, there's something wrong in your process here. And maybe it's because you just want the attention, which, you know, social media, that's what people do. And I think we criticize a lot of people. Like, I'm criticizing this guy right now, but at the end of the day, like, this is fine. Like, if he's not actually looking for a relationship, which is kind of hard to tell at this point, if he's like really just kind of like, I want to have a lot of likes and I want people to say like, oh, you're so cute, you know, whatever that is, then I think, you know, get it how you get it, brother. And I feel the same way about content creators just in general, where it's like, oh, this person makes money because they do shit post or whatever, or like, you know, these horrible like 3 a.m. TikTok videos. And certainly a little bit of, you know, flack should be thrown their way, but at the end of the day, they found a niche and they're good at it because they get millions of views and they make a living off of it. And I don't think we should criticize them all that much. That's just a general content creator thing, but yeah.
Not an afterthought. If a guy can only text you how he feels, he doesn't feel anything. If a guy's not willing to
No. That's horrible. If a guy can only text you his feelings, then he's just got to go. That is like a really bad thing to say. Like, that's not good advice, because there's a lot of guys, and like I guess you could probably like put me in there too. It's like I have a hard time expressing myself. So, well, I've been learning how to express myself through YouTube, of course, but like, you know, making a Yu-Gi-Oh video or making a reaction video is much different than telling your partner like, I'm going through some deep rooted problems that like I don't know how to talk about, or I feel super uncomfortable talking about. Texting is like really impersonal, and that you can say anything and there's no person in front of you, so there's no real repercussions to your actions. Like, that's just kind of how texting goes. But when you actually are face to face with somebody, it can be really hard. So it's not like, if your boyfriend doesn't talk about his feelings, maybe he's just a huge dick bag like this guy thinks. But a lot of the times, like, guys just are not very emotionally developed. That's just kind of the lineage, and that kind of goes along the whole misogyny thing. It's like, but at the end of the day, like, that's just like kind of the culture that we live in, where, you know, we're told to like bottle up. I think it's getting better with like future generations, like, you know, Gen Z and millennials and all that kind of stuff. I think we're getting there, but still the general sentiment, yeah, definitely not like for guys is like, do not express yourself too much. You know, don't become too vulnerable. So yeah, fuck you, Zack.
Show you off, you can show him the door. If all they want to do is play Fortnite, you tell them good night. I don't even know if people play.
That's pretty sick, dude. That's a sick burn. But yeah, I don't know what kind of world this guy lives in, and there are definitely people who are addicted to video games, but I think the only people that play Fortnite all day are children. Like, when I was a kid, I played Call of Duty 4 all the damn time. Like, I wouldn't have been in a good relationship. I'm sure a girl would have showed me the door. But I feel like if you're in a relationship and your significant other is addicted to video games, like, doesn't have to be Fortnite, like, they need to seek professional help, because at that point they shouldn't be doing it that much. But this guy makes it seem like, oh yeah, like those beta males always playing that fork knife. I don't know where he's going with this. Sure, it's like, in his world, it's like you come home and your boyfriend's just like, you know, working 8-hour shift and he's just playing Call of Duty. It's like, you got to get out of here. Like, get the fuck out of my house. What are you playing, Call of Duty? Like, I feel like, you know, there's definitely a balance. And that's also a conversation that you can have with your partner, too. It's like, I feel like you're spending a little too much time on the computer. He's like, you know what? You're probably right. Like, I kind of have been having issues with that recently. I feel like it's the only way for me to wind down. Like, all those kinds of conversations can be had. But for him, it's his way or the highway. You know, no second chances, no conversations. And it feels, as I'm watching this more, I really feels like this guy's looking for like a proxy relationship, if that makes sense, where it's like just for the gram. It's like, it's not like a real intimate relationship, but it almost feels like, well, I don't know. I can't comment on, like, I was thinking like Kanye and Kim and how it's kind of like a big celebrity kind of mashup. And it feels like a lot of that kind of was for publicity. I'm sure they actually had a real one. And we saw glimpses of it here and there. I don't really keep up with the Kardashians. I didn't even mean to say it like that. Because I think that's the title of the show, but you know what I mean. Like we've all met people, especially like in the 20s range, who it's all about drama. It's all about, you know, who said this in the DMs and texting back and forth, all that kind of stuff. That's what he wants. He doesn't want like a real, like, maybe we can get married someday. That's not his business. So unfortunately.
Night anymore, but it sounded good, right? Last but not least, ladies, listen up. He needs to work as hard to keep you as he did to get you. Let me know what you think in the comments, and just know that I always will love you guys.
Thank you.
The first things guys notice in girls. So when us guys are checking...
Dang, dude, I should make an intro like that where I'm just like squatting. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. Today I'm going to be talking about this guy's weird-ass TikToks, where I'm like in the mirror dabbing it up or something like that. Like, you can't keep up with this guy. He's all over the place. He's like, girls, do you know what guys notice first? Well, listen up. I was really sick. I really like the direction of that. I actually do appreciate it as a like a content creator. This guy's trying, you know, different camera angles. He's getting into it, all that kind of stuff. All right, let's see what guys notice about girls.
Girls out. One of the first things we want to look for is your vibe. Are you funny? Are you quiet? You know, like, what's your vibe? You ladies might not all know this, but we are also looking at your style to see what kind of clothes you wear. Me, personally, when I see you in, like, some kind of drop-dead gorgeous dress, like a sundress, or anything with high heels, or, you know, tight jeans, or yoga pants, or anything like that, it is incredibly gorgeous. Everybody has different accents.
I'm not going to say he's shallow. I think that's the first reaction that most people would have is like, you only look at a girl because of her looks, but that's certainly part of it, right? Like, looks are, you know, being comfortable with the looks of your partner, whether or not anyone wants to say that, like, is a factor in all of them. Like, you need to be attracted to your partner. But the only thing I was thinking of when I was watching that is just the big auga eyes, like, coming out of this dude's head. Oh my God, this girl's wearing yoga pants. It's just kind of a silly thing to say. I think everybody knows that, right? Like, we all look, the first thing you notice in a person, this guy's like literally breaking it down to facts. Like, you would think like what guys notice about girls, like nuances, like what you do with your hands or like how you talk. You know, if you're constantly moving around, like twitching, it's like, no, what's the first thing you notice about a girl? How she looks. It's like, this guy's a genius.
Yeah, this is big brain time.
And everybody has different ways that they go about talking. For me personally, when I hear a girl speak with respect and she speaks like she's talking to somebody professionally, to a stranger or just to anybody, that right there is a huge turn on for me. Obviously, when you smell...
This is not what the TikTok's about. It's about what he notices about girls, what guys notice. Like, that's a very nuanced type of, not fetish, but like, you know, what he looks for. It's like, this is not like a general guide for women. Guys are not like this all the time, you know? Jeez. It gets better after this, by the way. I'll definitely tell you that right now. There is a second part to this that I'm going to show after. It's the icing on top. It really, like, this is one thing, and then there's other things too. Well, I'll talk about it.
Good. Last but not least, if you laugh at our jokes. For some reason, when you guys laugh at our jokes, it just...
This guy's a dad.
It's perfect.
Waiting, bro.
Let me know what you think in the comments.
Dad. Probably one more TikTok here.
Things girls want but will not ask for. Gentlemen, take notes. First things first, open up that car door for that woman. She might not ask you for it, but it makes her feel like a princess, a queen,
and man.
Just do it for her. Brag about your woman. They love it when you talk about them, so give them that attention that they want, especially to your friends. That way they all know what's up. She's your woman and no one's taking her from you. Take lots and lots and lots of pictures with them. Hug them from behind. It makes them feel safe and secure. Notice all the...
when they're not looking, just fucking attack them from behind. Even when you're at each other's house at night and they know that you're the only two people there, like, fucking scare the shit out of them. But intimately, you gotta hug them, you know? Like, please, dude, I beg. Oh my, anybody who dates me and sees this video, if in the future or whatever, whoever sees this, it doesn't even have to be in a relationship, please do not come up randomly from behind me and attack me. That would scare the shit out of me.
Little things are actually what counts the most, so don't forget to notice them. And you guys all know this last one. Give them your hoodie. They're not going to always ask you for that either, but give them your hoodie and make sure it smells
Tumblr
just like you in a good way. All right, hopefully I got this one right.
Hopefully I got this one right. You literally, it's the only thing you've been talking about. Like, you talk about the same three things. What could, I got this one right. You're not doing anything differently. All right, so, all right, we've watched some interesting things about this Zack individual. Do you think it gets better? It does. It gets a lot better, and I'll tell you why. Because this man dabbles in the rap game, so I don't know if I'm gonna even make it through the whole video because it is you know, it's interesting. So we're here. We're on set with him. And this is, okay. I did want to talk about this. So he's a content creator. He does relationship TikToks, right? That's very much a genre. People make a living off of talking about shit like that. Get it how you get it, bro. Like, I already talked about that. And I also appreciate him making this music video as a content creator myself because, you know, he doesn't have to just be the relationship guy with his shirt unbuttoned down the middle, right, to show off his abs or whatever he's got going on. He's like, I can rap too. I can make my own music videos. That's cool. But, and this is the but part, it can't be this. It can't be this music video. Well, you can do whatever you want. Who am I to say? He's got way more followers than me, way more views per month than me. So I'm not going to tell him he's doing something wrong. But this is some goofy-ass shit. Woo! Look at that. He's got his buddy with him, too.
Y'all ain't ready for this.
I don't know if it's just me, but it doesn't look like that was synced up. Obviously, when you're making a music video, if you guys don't know, I'm sure all of you do, you're not actually singing. You're not recording the audio from the song when you're making the music video. You're just lip-syncing. But that wasn't very good.
You about to get fucking lit.
Get around me, now you never.
All right, before we get into Eminem here, when I think of the you know, the rap genre, at least historically, it's been about like struggle, you know, growing up in the streets, all that kind of stuff, all the challenges that you had, you know, living wherever you did. Or you have rap now, which is about all the stuff that you have, you know. It's like showing off, like, I'm a big time rapper, I got more stuff than you, all that kind of stuff. I'm not here to, you know, explain it all. I'm sure you guys understand. He's like, you know, it's about getting women, about jewelry, cars. This guy decided to do something completely different. He's just like, here's my rich white suburban neighborhood, and he just films the whole thing there. It's not like, you know, look, this is like upper middle class type of stuff. Like, you can see the house is like very beautiful. It's like a very nice neighborhood. It's just this kid like Eminem rapping. It's incredible, man. Honestly, this is a very special video to me. Yeah, he's there. He's doing it too.
Wanna be around me, because I'm me. You be around me every single day and every single week. I never stop because I got it. They don't wanna know what I'ma do. I better never gonna tell me that because they don't wanna credit. I would never doubt it. Not because
All right. So I'm not gonna say that his rhythm's bad. Like he's actually speaking like rapping really fast, so there's nothing wrong there. Yeah, he's like literally talking about nothing though. It's about like being around me and all the stuff that I do, but like what do? You make TikToks on your phone? Like why are you so bad? You're just sitting on this mailbox looking thing. You gotta like, come on, work with me here. Like what are we doing,
And I'm proud of it, and I'm never gonna stop because I'm down with it. And I'm not a bitch, cause I'll throw a fist and I'll do this shit until one of us ends up in a ditch. And I promise this, cause it's hit or miss, and I'll never miss. And I'll tell your bitch she can never kiss, and I'll make it juicy for her lips. That way she likes it and lets me in. And I'm like this, I'm like.
Can you guys not just like imagine like being kids and like riding razor scooters down this road, like, and that's what he did too. Look at this huge, like, beautiful neighborhood. I can't pay attention to what you're rapping about, like saying that you're going hard when, dude, you probably fucking grew up, a very comfortable living that you never had to do anything for. And then what's his buddy doing in the background? This is just,
I'm like this, savage. I'm like this, I'm like this.
You haven't done one savage thing.
Savage. I'm like this. I'm like this. I'm like this.
Holy smokes.
Savage. You don't want to tell me what to do because I'm right here in front of you, and I will make sure you gonna lose because my team's always gonna cruise. We fly by, we do shit, we sky high, we prove shit. All
right, I'm pretty sure I can't take this much longer, but it's like you're making all these threats, and like this is not it's not a threatening background. Like your crew is like some random scrawny white dude that looks like me. I feel like I would, if I was a different crew and I wanted to like, get up on you, whatever language this guy is using, I wouldn't be too afraid. It's like, dude, pop a gun in there or something, man. It's like, you smoking a vape isn't getting me scared, but golly gee willikers, this is one of the greatest things I've ever come across. Hopefully I can find more stuff like this, but let me know what you think about our boy Zack in the comments section down below. Other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.